Bhutan, no, sir. They gave me 8 bleedings in 3 days, after which I went to bed and lay unable to move, taking Holy Communion every other minute. One Eye, exasperated. You're an original, my fine fellow. Lord have mercy. To Armand. I flatter myself, mademoiselle. Who is this man? Armand. Sir, he's the candle snuffer, Jean-Jacques Bouton. One Eye, with reproach. My dear fellow, I'll be delighted to hear about your shouting in your sleep some other time. Moliere enters. I have the honor of taking my leave. I'll run and catch up with the king. Moliere. All the best. One Eye exits. Armand to Moliere. Goodbye, maitre. Moliere, seeing her out. There's no moon. I'll be waiting. To Bouton. Ask Madame Madeleine Béjart to come to me. Put out the lights and go home. Bouton exits. Moliere changes his clothes. Madeleine, without her makeup, enters. Madeleine. Oh, this is Moliere. Moliere. Madeleine, there's a very important matter. Madeleine puts her hand to her heart, sits down. I want to get married. Madeleine, in a dead voice. To whom? Moliere. To your sister. Madeleine. Tell me you're joking, I beg you. Moliere. No, God forbid. The lights in the theater begin to go out. Madeleine. And me? Moliere. You know, Madeleine, we're joined by deep ties. We're true friends, but we haven't been lovers for a long time. Madeleine. Remember when you were in prison 20 years ago? Who brought you food? Moliere. You? Madeleine. And who has looked after you for these 20 years? Moliere. You. Madeleine. Nobody drives out the dog that's guarded the house all its life. But you, Moliere, you can drive it out. You're a terrible man, Moliere. I'm afraid of you. Moliere. Don't torment me. I'm in the grip of passion. Madeleine suddenly kneels down and crawls toward Moliere. But still change your mind, Moliere. Let's pretend this conversation never happened, Let's go home. You'll light the candles. I'll come to you. You'll read me the third act of Tartuffe, Fawningly, in my opinion, it's a work of genius. And if you're in need of advice, who will you go to, Moliere? She's a little girl. You know, you've aged, Jean-Baptiste. Your temples are gray. You like your hot water bottle? I'll make it nice for you. Picture it, a candle burning. We'll light a fire. We'll light a fire and everything will be so good. And if you can't, oh, I know you. There's Rival. Not bad, is she? What a body, I won't say a word. Moliere, think what you're saying, what role you're taking on. Wearily wipes his sweat. Madeleine, getting up from her knees beside herself. Anyone you like, only not Armand. Curse the day I brought her to Paris. Moliere. Hush, Madeleine, hush, please. In a whisper, I must marry her. It's too late. I'm obliged to, understand? Madeleine. Oh, so that's it. My God, my God. I won't fight anymore. I have no strength. I'll let you go. I'm sorry for you, Moliere. Moliere, you won't deprive me of your friendship, Madeleine. Don't come near me, I beg you. Well, so I'll leave the company. Moliere, taking revenge? Madeleine, God knows I'm not. Today was my last performance. I'm tired. Smiles. I'll start going to church, Moliere. So you're adamant. The theater will give you a pension. You've earned it. Madeleine, yes. Moliere, when your distress subsides, I believe your feeling for me will return and you'll want to see me again. Madeleine, no. Moliere, you don't want to see Armand either? Madeleine, I will see Armand. Armand must know nothing, understand? Nothing. Moliere, yes. The lights have all been put out. He lights a lantern. It's late. Let's go. I'll take you home. Madeleine, no, thank you. There's no need. Let me sit here in your room for a few minutes. Moliere, but you, Madeleine, I'll leave soon. Don't worry. Go. Moliere wraps himself in his cloak. Goodbye. Exits. Madeleine sits by the oil lamp, thinking, muttering. The light of a lantern is seen through the curtain. Lagrange enters. Lagrange in a solemn voice. Who has stayed in the theater after the performance? Who's here? Is it you, Madame Béjart? So it happened, did it? I know, Madeleine. I'm thinking, record book. Lagrange. And you couldn't bring yourself to tell him, Madeline. It's too late. She lives with him and she's pregnant. I can't tell him now. Let me be the only unhappy one, not the three of us. You're a true knight, Varlet. You're the only one I've told the secret to. Lagrange. Madame Béjart, I'm proud of your trust in me. I tried to stop her, but I didn't succeed. No one will ever know. Come, I'll take you home. Madeline. No, thank you. I want to be alone and think. Gets up. Varlet? Smiles. I've abandoned the stage today. Goodbye. Starts to leave. Lagrange. Can't I still take you home, Madeline? No, go on with your rounds. Vanishes. Lagrange goes to the place where he was sitting at the beginning of the play. He sets down the lantern, which casts a green light on him. Opens the book, talks, and writes. Lagrange. February 17th, the royal performance. In token of the honor, I draw a lily. After the performance, in the dark, I found Madame Madeleine Béjart in anguish. She is abandoning the stage, sets down the pen. The cause? A horrible event. Jean-Baptiste Poquelin de Moliere, not knowing that Armand is not the sister but the daughter of Madame Madeleine Béjart, has married her, committing a mortal sin. That must not be written down, but as a token of the horror, I've drawn a black cross, and no one who comes after will ever suspect it. End of the 17th. That little piece of journalism is so good, I'm going to reread it because I fumbled on it. Lagrange. Okay. Lagrange goes to the place where he was sitting at the beginning of the play. He sets down the lantern, which casts a green light on him, opens the book, talks, and writes. Lagrange. Jesus Christ. Take 3. Lagrange goes to the place where he was sitting at the beginning of the play, sets down the lantern, which casts a green light on him, opens the book, talks, and writes. Lagrange. February 17th, the royal performance. In token of the honor, I draw a lily. After the performance, in the dark, I found Madame Madeleine Béjart in anguish. She is abandoning the stage, sets down the pen. The cause? A horrible event. Jean-Baptiste Poquelin de Moliere, not knowing that Armand is not the sister but the daughter of Madame Madeleine Béjart, has married her, committing a mortal sin. That must not be written down, but as a token of the horror, I've drawn a black cross, and no one who comes after will ever suspect it. End of the 17th. He takes his lantern and exits like a dark night. For a time there is darkness and silence. Then in the cracks of the harpsichord, light appears. There is a musical sound from the keys. The lid opens and Moiron climbs out, looking around thievishly. He is a boy of about 15 with an extraordinarily handsome, depraved, and exhausted face. Ragged, dirty. Moiron. They're gone, gone. To hell with all of you, devils, demons, whimpers. I'm a miserable boy, dirty, haven't slept for 2 days. I never sleep. Sobs, puts his lantern down, collapses, falls asleep. Then the light of a lantern floats up, and Moliere stealthily leads Armand in. She's wearing a dark cloak. Armand shrieks. Moiron instantly wakes up, terror on his face, trembling. Moliere, threateningly, "Speak up! Who are you?" Moiron, "Monsieur Director, don't kill me. I'm Zachary, the miserable Zachary Moiron." Moliere, bursting into laughter. "So that's it! Ah, that damned charlatan." Curtain. Act 2, the king's reception room, a multitude of lights everywhere, a white stairway leading no one knows where. At a card table, the Marquis de Lassac is playing cards with Louis. A crowd of courtiers dressed with extraordinary magnificence watches Lassac. Before him lies a heap of gold. Gold coins are scattered on the carpet. Sweat streams down Lassac's face. Only Louis sits. The rest are standing. All are hatless. Louis wears the uniform of a white musketeer, a dashingly cocked hat with a feather, a military cross on his chest, golden spurs, and a sword. Behind his chair stands One Eye, who directs the king's game. Beside them, a musketeer with a musket stands motionless, never taking his eyes off Louis. Lassac, 3 jacks, 3 kings. Louis, you don't say. One eye. Suddenly, excuse me, sire. Marked cards. Lord have mercy. The courtiers freeze. Pause. Louis. You came to play me using marked cards? Lissac. Yes, your majesty, the impoverishment of my estate. Louis, to One Eye. Tell me, Marquise, according to the rules of cards, how should I act in such a strange case? One Eye. Sire, you should smash him in the face with a candlestick. That's the first thing. Louis. What a disagreeable rule. Takes hold of a candlestick. This candlestick weighs about 15 pounds. I suppose they should have set out lighter ones. One Eye. Allow me. Louis. No. Don't trouble yourself. And the second, you were saying? Courtiers, bursting into a chorus. Curse the dog! Louis. Ah, excellent. Be so kind as to send for him. Where is he? The courtiers rush in different directions. Voices. The cobbler! The king wants the honest cobbler! To Lissac. Tell me, how is it done, Lissac? With the fingernail, your majesty. On the queen, for instance, I put little zeros. Louis, with curiosity. And on the jacks? Lissac. X's, sire. Louis. Extremely interesting. And how does the law look upon these actions? Lissac. Upon reflection. Negatively, your majesty. Louis. Compassionately. And what might be done to you for it? Lissac. Upon reflection. I might be put in prison. Honest cobbler enters noisily. I'm coming, I'm running, I'm flying, I've arrived. Here I am. Greetings, your majesty. Great monarch, what has happened? Who do I have to curse? Louis. Honest cobbler, this marquise here was playing me using marked cards. Honest cobbler. Crushed. To Lissac. You. So you. Have you gone batty or something? Play like that in the marketplace and they'll push your face in. Did I give it to him good, sire? Louis. Thank you. Honest cobbler. Can I have an apple? Honest Louis. Please help yourself. Marquise Lissac, gather up your winnings. Lissac stuffs his pockets with gold. Honest cobbler. Upset. Your majesty, that's really... No, you're joking. Louis. Into space. Duke, if it's no trouble for you... Put the Marquis de Lissac in prison for a month, give him a candle and a deck of cards. Let him draw crosses and zeros on them. Then send him, and his money, to his estate, to Lissac. Put the place in order, and one more thing, don't play cards anymore. I have a feeling you won't be so lucky next time. Lissac. Oh, sire, voice. Guards! Lissac is taken away. Honest cobbler. Out he goes. One Eye. Scoundrel. The valets start bustling about, and a table set for one appears before Louis as if from nowhere. Charon, emerging by the fireplace. Your Majesty, allow me to introduce to you the wandering preacher, Father Bartholomew. Louis, starting to eat. I love all my subjects, including the wandering ones. Introduce him to me, Archbishop. Strange singing is already heard outside the door. The door opens and Father Bartholomew appears. First of all, he is barefoot. Second, he is disheveled, belted with a rope and mad-eyed. Bartholomew, dancing in, singing, We are mad for Christ! Everyone is astonished except Louis. Brother Fidelity, sanctimonious physiognomy with a little nose, sanctimonious physiognomy with a long nose and a dark caftan, detaches himself from the crowd of courtiers and steals up to Charon. One Eye, looking at Father Bartholomew softly. A spooky fellow. Lord have mercy. Bartholomew. Most glorious king in the world, I've come to tell you that the Antichrist has appeared in your realm. Stupefaction on the courtiers' faces. The godless one, the poisonous worm gnawing at the foundation of your throne, bears the name of Jean-Baptiste Moliere. Burn him on the public square, together with his godless work, Tartuffe. All the faithful sons of the church demand it. At the word demand, Brother Fidelity clutches his head. Charon changes expression. At the word demand, Brother Fidelity clutches his head. Charon changes expression. Louis. Demand? Of whom do they demand it? Bartholomew. Of you, sire. Louis. Of me? Archbishop, they demand something of me, Chiron. Forgive them, sire. Today he obviously lost his mind, and I didn't know. It's my fault. Louis, into space. Duke, if it's no trouble, put Father Bartholomew in prison for 3 months. Bartholomew cries out, because of the Antichrist I suffer. Movement, and Father Bartholomew disappears as if he had never been there. Louis eats. Louis, Archbishop, come here. I want to speak privately with you. The whole crowd of courtiers backs away to the stairs. The musketeer backs away, and Louis remains alone with Chiron. Is he mad? Chiron, firmly. Yes, sire, he's mad, but in his heart he's a true servant of God. Louis, Archbishop, do you find this Moliere dangerous? Chiron, firmly. Sire, he is Satan. Louis, So you share Bartholomew's opinion, Chiron. Yes, sire, I share it. Hear me out, sire. Your cloudless and victorious reign has not been darkened by anything and will not be darkened by anything as long as you love. Louis, love whom? Chiron, God. Louis, taking off his hat. I do love him. Chiron, raising his hand. He is there. You are on earth and there is no one else. Louis, right. Chiron, sire, there are no limits to your power and there never will be as long as the light of religion rests upon your realm. Louis, I love religion. Chiron, then sire, I, and the blessed Bartholomew along with me, beg you, defend it. Louis, you find that he has insulted religion? Chiron, he has, sire. Louis, the impudent actor is talented. Very well, Archbishop, I'll defend it, but, lowering his voice, I'll try to reform him. He may still serve the glory of our reign. But if he commits one more impudence, I will punish him. This blessed fool of yours, does he love the king? Chiron, yes, sire. Louis, Archbishop, let the monk out after 3 days, but bring it home to him that when one speaks with the King of France, one must not utter the word demand. Chiron, may God bless you, sire, and may he bring your punishing hand down upon the godless man. Voice, Your Majesty's servant, Monsieur de Moliere. Louis, let him come in. Moliere enters, bows to Louis from a distance, and walks past the greatly attentive courtiers. He has aged very much. His face is ill, gray. Moliere. Sire! Louis. Monsieur de Moliere, I am dining. Do you have any objections? Moliere. Oh, sire! Louis. Will you join me? Into space. Chair. Place setting. Moliere, turning pale. Your Majesty, I cannot accept this honor. Spare me. A chair appears, and Moliere sits on the edge of it. Louis. What is your attitude towards chicken? Moliere. My favorite dish, sire. Pleadingly. Allow me to stand. Louis, eat. How is my godson doing? Moliere, to my great grief, sire, the baby died. Louis, what, the second one too? Moliere, my children do not live, sire. Louis, you mustn't lose heart. Moliere, Your Majesty, there has been no occasion in France when someone has dined with you. I am uneasy. Louis, France, Monsieur de Moliere, is here before you in this chair. She's eating chicken and is not uneasy. Moliere, oh, sire, you alone in all the world can say that. Louis, tell me, what will your talented pen present to the king in the nearest future? Moliere, sire, whatever may contribute to. Louis, your writing is witty, but you should know that there are subjects which must be touched upon with prudence, and in your Tartuffe, you'll agree you have been imprudent. The clergy deserve respect. My writer could not be a godless man, I hope? Moliere, Frightened. Heavens, no, Your Majesty. Louis. Firmly believing that in the future your work will follow the right path, I authorize you to perform your play Tartuffe at the Palais Royal. Moliere gets into a strange state. I love you, King. In agitation. Where is Archbishop de Chiron? Do you hear? Do you hear? Louis stands up. Voice. The royal supper is over. Louis to Moliere. Tonight, you will make my bed. Moliere snatches 2 candlesticks from the table and goes ahead. Behind him comes Louis. And it is as if a wind blows. Everything gives way before him. Moliere calls out in monotone. Make way for the king! Make way for the king! At the top of the stairs, he calls into the void. You see, Archbishop, you can't lay a finger on me. Make way for the king! Trumpets sound loudly from above. Tartuffe is authorized! Vanishes along with Louis. The courtiers all vanish. Only Chiron and Brother Fidelity are left on stage. 2 black figures. Chiron by the stairs. No. The king won't reform you. Almighty God, arm me and lead me after the godless one so that I overtake him. And he falls down these stairs. Come here, Brother Fidelity. Brother Fidelity goes to Chiron. Brother Fidelity, what's the matter with you sending me a madman? You assured me he would impress the sovereign. Brother Fidelity, who knew he would utter the word demand? Chiron, demand. Brother Fidelity, demand.